This is Tracy Steele at Core Unique Wellness, and this is the Magic Map Hypnosis. And just closing your eyes and taking a deep cleansing breath in, and you wrap yourself in your sacred golden blanket, which is so comforting, with gems and coding exactly for you, assisting you to receive your innate, powerful life force energy in every breath, purifying and cleansing your whole body now. Taking another deep cleansing breath in with powerful life force energy, cleansing your minds and thoughts now. Continuing to breathe in and out, up and down, in and out, into the spaces as you drift down deeper and even deeper now. Feeling more relaxed and feeling more comfortable. And now, as you start to focus on your breath and all the other nice feelings that it creates, I wonder if you can recognize that with each sacred life force breath, your body recognizes this magical energy. Recognize the healing power and the expansion of your true inner light. This light flows easily all around your body, expanding through the space. Expanding more and more, deeper and deeper, and you feel even more relaxed and comfortable, connected to your soul and the nourishing energy of Mother Earth and the universe, feeling so aligned now. Imagine yourself now walking into a very safe, magical place. Your favorite natural place with your bare feet on the ground. Feeling the magical energy nourishing you. And the universal light nourishing you, traveling all around your energy now. As you see yourself at your safe place, feeling completely safe, so very relaxed and comfortable. As you look around, you notice all the beautiful things around you, feeling the warmth of the sun and the fresh breeze on your skin, hearing the deeply relaxing sounds of nature as you start to drift off, feeling even more relaxed now. You can now see the perfect healing sacred space, off in the distance, sacred and authentic to you. It's only 5 steps away, just up ahead. And in a moment, you will walk towards this perfect spot. And with each step you take, you will feel a wave of relaxation wash over your entire body and allowing it, knowing that this will help you achieve your outcome even easier. Now take the first step. 5. You take the first step forward, and free will and choice to feeling that wave of relaxation wash all over you. 4. Double the relaxation as you go deeper. 3. Letting go. Feeling the entire body becoming more relaxed. 2. Relax to even move, drifting deeper and deeper. 1. With the next final step, you'll arrive at the perfect alpha spot, that very safe place of tranquility and relaxation, called deep, deep hypnosis. 0. Welcome to this beautiful place called deep, deep hypnosis. The best thing about getting into a flow state and staying there is that you will do your best work, fully connected and relaxed when creating ideas into reality. You find it easier and easier each day to get into a flow state. To get into a state of deep focus and no longer consciously processing how to do this. And instead, you will now allow your subconscious mind to do all the work, taking you into a relaxed, deeply connected, soul-full, authentic state. Anyone can do this. It is your inner connection, your soul guidance, just like a seed follows a blueprint Your soul is your magical, unique seed and your magical, unique map. Somehow, your connection to your map seems to be muddy, and knowing this, you realize it just needs cleaning all the mud off, and it's going to be easy. Every day you find it easier to connect to your innate intelligence, your intuition, your ideas, your soul guidance, and stay connected and focused on your innate map and authentic flow state. You know that in order to get the most out of your fully connected map and flow state, you need to be willing to receive an inspired idea, to know your own power, and create with that idea, embody that idea, and love every step of the process, trusting your own inner innate soul map, and letting go of anyone else's map that you may have picked up, or clean your own map to be able to read it. You may have found some values or emotions or addictions to fit in. All the energy and anything else that needs to also be cleansed is now done, so that you become a new identity of sacred truth and innate intelligence, and trust your soul map, knowing that you need to let go to be able to receive your truth, realizing none of this was your fault or anyone else's, and you now have the opportunity and the possibilities to create your authentic soulful life from your own trusted map. Taking a deep breath in, and you give yourself permission to follow your own sacred, authentic map. Aware of creation and flow is aligned in this space. When we are aligned with our body, mind, spirit, and soul, you know how to achieve this. You are an eternal soul having a human experience, and through positive, healthy habits and your eternal wisdom, your innate intelligence map is now fully activated. You realize that in order to get into your unique flow state, there are sacred alignments to process authentically, magically, and an exact measure for you. Every night you find it easier to get to sleep, soul fulfilled, connected, and love all of your life. And every morning you wake up feeling well rested, energetic, and inspired, following your true authentic map. You realize more and more that others have their maps too. And you have your map. And you're all unique. And that is normal. You realize that in order to get into the flow state, you will have chosen to be connected to your sacred, unique power, your sacred, sovereign divinity, and you give yourself permission to do this now. The first part of this sacred magical process is accepting the magical learning state with innate courage, whereby you connect, trust, and listen and focus on your authentic ideas and information from within, and realize now these connections are so easy, and you remember these feelings of true, authentic, sovereign connection, your innate intelligence and authentic magical ideas, your innate magic with confidence, passion, and soulful guidance, and trust in your unique magical map. Noticing where any learning is required for your innate growth and developing your loving life, and creating with the new idea. Loving yourself more and more every day, creating muscle memory, confidence, trust, and competency, knowing with clarity your true path with your authentic map. The next stage is the release and let go stage, whereby you intentionally release, let go of old maps. Now feeling safe and have clarity, security with your own map. You now easily and freely receive ideas, create those ideas into reality, whether for personal goals or positive soul-fulfilling living. Letting go easily all the outdated habits and beliefs, thoughts and energy and emotions, allowing your subconscious processing to do the work in the background of your mind that you are following and trusting your unique, sacred, authentic map. The next stage is the flow state, and now you're in flow, passionately and soulfully connecting to the ideas and seeing the fruits of creation with more and more clarity, effortlessly thinking creatively, doing most meaningful work creatively. Every day you find it easier to stay in your flow state for longer and longer, authentic to you. final stage is the embodied stage. I have now practiced the 4 stages of flow states. The learning state, receiving ideas, creating the ideas into reality, releasing and letting go. Flow state and embody state. All because I now focus on my sacred authentic map, and I love the process. I love my ideas and I love my life, and I create and embody from this space. And I love my life even more and more. And I wholeheartedly trust my soul guidance. I can feel when I'm following my own map, and it feels so full, and I now know this feeling so well. My subconscious mind has automated my creativity and embodiment. I trust all my experiences and realize that my soul is not judgmental of experiences, and it is so freeing. I feel so free. Visualizing now planting a tomato seed in some soil surrounded by basil plants. The tomato seed felt concerned, insecure, that their map did not fit in with the basil plants, and it did not want to be different, and valued the basil map more. The basil plant alongside offered to share their map. This is so kind, what a lovely thing to do. So the tomato plant followed the basil plant map instead. The tomato plant kept feeling this urge that something was missing, something different, not just green. Sure, the soil was so nourishing and lovely, the green was healing and natural, but something just seemed missing. The basil plant started to become sick with pests, and the gardener came along to check on all the plants. He noticed the tomato plant was following the wrong map, and he asked why. When the tomato plant explained, the gardener was surprised and replied, "I planted you next to a different plant. It was because you complement each other with your own map. The bugs are eating away the basil, so I planted you to shine with your unique energy and frequency. Your tomato sacred map complements the basil, and so they would shine too, and the bugs will disappear. For the land, the soil, the leaves, and your fruit is so red and juicy and sweet, exactly what this garden needs." You can see your map, pride of place, with so much value within you, at your core. And you hear your subconscious mind repeat, "I am safe and trust my soulful state to create my soulful, loving life. I am safe and trust my soulful state to create my soulful, loving life. I am safe and trust my soulful state to create my soulful, loving life." Every day now you know how to access your own innate map. You now realize that other maps will never create your magical, soulful life. Each day you now get better and better at connecting, listening, receiving ideas from your map, your directions, your guidance, and know truly it's authentic. Anytime another map appears in your life, you are able to kindly say, "No, thank you. And when this happens, you now have full clarity, understanding and trust in yourself and your own map. You now say to yourself, connecting to my sacred, innate, authentic map creates more love and joy in my life. And when I create my life this way, this also ripples to my family and friends, and it's such a magical process. Waking up in your bed after a magical, restful, soulful sleep, you feel so amazing, knowing that every day you follow your inner, sacred, innate soul map, and you trust your core, internal GPS system, creating more love and joyful experiences and updating your subconscious mind with your truth every day, just like magic. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5, and with each number I count, you will come back to wakeful awareness and embody everything in exact measure for you. 1. Start to notice the sensations in your hands and in your feet. 2. Start to notice the sounds in the room and the sounds outside and value that inner map. 3. Take a nice deep breath in, and 4. Stretching up and out, and 5. Opening your eyes, feeling wonder and refreshed. Welcome back.